Hey guys, today I will talk about this little device called SenseFlow. So what it basically does, it's a gyro data collector that collects data from the internal gyroscope. There's not much data from the manufacturer on what is the frequency in hertz, but my initial tests show that it has a very high rate. So I suspect somewhere around from 200 to 500 hertz, which is more than enough to make Gyroflow stabilization in post-production. About ports, so you have the USB-C cable connection. You can connect it to a PC, do all sorts of calibrations and stuff, clock synchronization, and that means just the time zone and time. What else? You have an SD card. In my package I had this device with the cold shoe. I think it's not removable, most probably, and the SD card and the SD card reader. I guess it's a 4 GB SD card. Yeah, something like that. This one. But it's more than enough for gyro data collection, because I mean 4 GB, I think it's like hours of data, I found this through one of the contributors on the MOV on the Magic Lantern Facebook group, and I contacted the manufacturer and bought this one on one of the Chinese markets. Okay, and let's see what's inside. This little button, the second button with the round marking, you just push and hold, and it's activated. That's it. Then you have the internal menu, and while you have all sorts of different modes, basically for the needs of gyro collection, you just need SenseFlow menu, and in order to enter that mode, you just need to click once, and that's it. The device is ready to record data. This bigger button here, AFS, I don't know what that means, but basically that's the start and stop. So in order to start recording, you just attach it to a cold shoe mount on your camera. Basically, I guess this works with any camera. The manufacturer advertises it with all different types of cameras, but in my case it's the first generation Canon EOS-M, and it has no built-in in-body stabilization, has nothing like gyro sensor. That's why this little device looks a pretty promising product for the Magic Lantern community, and that's why I bought it to test it. So in order to start filming, you just need to I don't know, you just need to press record on the device and then start recording, and this is basically all you need to do the gyro stabilization. It will keep recording until you stop it. So I'm gonna stop now, and I'm gonna stop on the device. The manufacturer claims And I think it works perfectly for other cameras that you can sync it once per shoot. So you record a very short clip, both on the device and on the camera, and then just press the record once and keep shooting clips. But you see, this works for I guess newer cameras, because these newer cameras, they have in most cases they record H.264, MOV clips, and so on, MP4 clips, and so on, or even ProRes or whatever. But you have the metadata that deliver timestamps inside the clips. In our case, when you use Magic Lantern, you have two options, right? You have an option to export it as a cinema DNG file, folders basically, and the second one, which is my usual workflow, I export them in ProRes MOV files, because later I usually do denoise and upscale in Topaz, and it's easier for me to work with that environment rather than cinema DNG files. But that's my workflow, right? So in my case, I press record here and on the camera, then stop the camera and press stop on the device. And in the end, you will get gyro data files, which are .bin, and in Gyroflow, you just use it as usually. You export files for gyro stabilization, and you use the gyro data files for each respective clip. And I will show you later how we can achieve that in post. So I hope the further iterations of this device, or maybe updates to the software, will allow us to use it as is, as it's advertised. Right now, I think a couple of days ago, I talked to the manufacturer. They were kind enough to update the cinema DNG sequence. So basically, what they said, that you can, I never tested it. You can import the cinema DNG folders and sync files, and then you will have the match and whatever they call it sequence available. But I don't know. We'll see. So what we have here, we have 4 files, right? We have 2 video files that were exported from MOV app, and we have the bin files, which were imported from the SenseFlow device. What you usually do in Gyroflow, you select the video clip, you add the gyro data file, and select the profile, and that's it. I mean, we can work with the stabilization after that. In cameras that are equipped with the internal gyro sensors, you usually have gyro data embedded into the MP4 MOV files, right? In our case now, it doesn't work like that, because you don't have those data inside the MOV files. So you need to use an external gyro data logger. In this case, this is SenseFlow. I used to use different kind of devices, like my phone with a sensor logger app, or my phone with the motion cam app that can record GCSV files, which are native for Gyroflow. But in most cases, I mean, it doesn't really matter, because which device records the data, you still need to process it in post in Gyroflow, right? So as I explained earlier, I do exports in a ProRes format from MLV app. This helps me with a lot of stuff like chroma, the noise, and a lot of other stuff, chromatic aberration, desaturation, and but for those who work with cinema DNGs, I mean, right now, I guess with the new update of the SenseFlow tool that they provide, it's a software, you can you can import cinema DNG folders inside the SenseFlow application. And you can do the matching sequence and then process it as usually in DaVinci Resolve, for example, with the OFX from Gyroflow. But my concern is usually with the frame rate. You see, when you use the Cinema DNG, the frame rate that is provided by the MLV app on the export of Cinema DNGs and the frame rate that you set inside Gyroflow OFX plugin inside DaVinci Resolve. My experience, 50-50. 50% of clips are aligned, 50% are not. And then the stabilization doesn't work. So the IFX, Gyroflow guys updated it several times. But still, I mean, if you record 1:3 in MLV app, and then if you record 3:3 in different frame rates, and even, for example, if you use the same mode, but different types, like, for example, the native ISO mode or the dual ISO mode, then you will have that little shift in frame rate. And that causes a lot of different stabilization issues after that in post. Yeah, well, basically this is the final result. You have on the left, you have the non-stabilized version of the video, and this one was stabilized with the SenseFlow files. I guess you have to run your own tests on this device. I like it so far. It's super tiny, super, I mean, intuitive in terms of using it with the camera. And I will be running more tests outdoor in the field, and I'll catch up with you on this. So see you guys, and thanks for watching. Take care, and bye-bye.